Alright tubes, let's call this day 2 of the Miata quarter panel rebuild. Little Dirtbikes over there, and what are you doing, buddy? Taking off the interior?
Yeah, just getting this out of the way here.
Okay.
So we can access our...
Alright, hang on you guys, I'm going to put you upside down. Alright, we're going to have to push up against this here. And might have to take another panel off, buddy, just so I can see where things belong, yeah. What we're going to try to do, here's our game plan. Let me scoot in there, buddy. We're going to push this out with the porter power from behind. It's not, you know, it doesn't, the belly really doesn't look too bad, buddy.
Yeah.
But you can actually see where it's bent right in right there.
Right.
I think this whole section here is pushed in about maybe 2 inches, inch and a half. And that's got to come out. And then we'll cut all this shit out. But what we're going to do is we're going to hook up to his roll bar over there with a strap and hold the top in, because the top of the car is where it belongs. We don't want to move that. And if we don't support that, when we push this out, it'll just push this whole post. So that's what we're going to do now, and he's going to have to take some of this garbage out, and maybe that door over there, just so I could use that for measurements. All right, buddy. Don't let me get in your way.
All right, buddy.
Be careful you don't cut yourself on this, because I like to rip my leg open on there. I see you got it taped up. Yeah, we got the air on. The air on over there, and the big turbo fan. So we're chilling. All right, tubes. We're going to take a couple measurements here with the metal stick. You know what, buddy? First, let's go from the top of that bolt. I don't know if you can see it. I'm putting you guys upside down again. There's a right there. There's a metal seam. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably about 22 1/4 or so.
Okay. I'll go check the other side. Hey, you know what? Check down here before you go over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
See how much the bottom's got to go out. Just go up against the bulkhead. Yeah. Just like that.
About 23 1/4 or so.
Okay. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
They were an inch apart, I think. We'll go back on film and check it again.
Yeah. Alright, now he's just taking reference points from here. Go to, are you doing bottom one first?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably about 23 3/4, so that's about a ½ inch more, less.
Okay. The one I'm really interested in though is
yeah.
the one from the bolt to the middle of that.
Yeah, probably about 23.
Okay.
I think we were at 22 1/4 on that one, so you're looking at like ½ an inch to 3/4.
Okay. All right. That's not bad. I thought it was worse. All right. Let's try and set up the strap on the porter power and start pushing some shit. All right. We're just using a thick strap to hold the top of this in. I mean, I got a steel come along up there somewhere, you know, with a cable, but I think this strap will be good enough for what we're doing. You know, we're not moving a house here. But here's what we're going to use. We're going to use this porter power. I haven't used this thing in probably about 35-40 years, so we don't know how it's going to work. Take that out there, buddy. Take the top piece out. That's all the attachments. Let's show the tubes what this thing does. This is a hydraulic pump that's hooked to this long piston here. Oh, look, it's working, buddy.
Ooh.
Not bad. Yeah. Okay.
Good.
And we got all these pipes down here to make it. Here's a clamshell. That's if you're in a tight spot. That'll open up. Pretty cool. Yeah, this thing made a lot of money for me. We might even use one of these rubber titties here, so we don't damage your car, and so it don't slide. All right, we're gonna hook something up and see what we can do. All right, Little Dirtbikes got his porter power in there. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, start pumping, little buddy. Let me see if it's moving.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead. Let me get over here. Is it?
Something's moving. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
See it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think right now
Well, you're gonna take a little slack is gonna come out the other end.
I was gonna say right now this is starting to pivot out.
Okay.
It's like an A shape. You know what I mean?
Right.
An angle, and the angle is getting smaller as we pump.
Okay. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, it looks like we're pushing against sheet metal, but we're not. There's heavy structure behind this. All right, hold up, buddy. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, all right.
All right, buddy, I'm over your shoulder here.
All right.
I thought I heard some crackling and cracking and everything like so. Something must be moving. Go ahead. Is it moving? I hear it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole thing's going out. It's also digging in a little bit.
Well, that's okay if it's digging in.
But it is coming out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I seen it over here moving, over here moving. It's moving all over the place.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah. Give it a couple more pumps,
All right.
and then we'll take measurements.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Another one?
One more. All right. All right, let's release that, and then we'll take some measurements.
All right.
All right. We had to put the porta power in and run it across the car there, and bring the top out just a little bit. Probably maybe a 1/4 inch or less. But I think we got it. Let me stand back here. Open the door, buddy. Look at that. Close her up. Close her up.
A little hard, buddy.
Oh, stop. Don't slam the door.
Yeah.
Try it again. Oh, man. You ain't gonna get any better than that. Look at that. Look at that, Road King. Let me get this end. Try from this end. That's it, buddy. Ain't gonna get any better.
Nope.
Alright. Now we gotta fix this. Ay, ay, ay. We'll get it. We'll get it, buddy. Where's your 1/4 pound?
Over there.
Let me see it.
You got it.
Alright, we didn't get a full 1/4 pound for this. This is what came with the car. They call it a partial. Put it up against the car there, buddy. Open your door, open your door. So what we're going to do is, we're probably going to cut it maybe up to here. Sorry about that, I don't know if you guys seen that, but we'll probably cut it here and then maybe just a little below that body line. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's see what we can do, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Oh, I love it. Okay, this panel isn't even close to what we need. Hold that up a little, buddy. Try and straighten that up. There you go, tilt it right there. Right about there. Okay. That's where it goes. And this shape here is nothing like what we need, so we're probably going to have to piece in there. The right way to do this would have been to get the 1/4 panel, the whole 1/4 panel, and that would have gave us the door jamb and everything, but we're dealing with what we got here, and we're going to make it work. So I think for right now, we're going to cut all this out here, and all the way up to here, and then we'll try and fit that fender a little better. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I think so, buddy.
All right, we'll make it work. All right, we were going to cut the 1/4 panel off with the air chisel here, but I can't find the right tip. You know, all the body men out there would know which one I'm looking for. It looks similar to this, but got a little foot hanging out the bottom, a little tang, and that would have made a nice cut, but I can't find that. So we might just use the grinder, because we're only going to cut it rough right now, and when it comes down to the fine cutting, we're probably going to use the little air hacksaw. So let me get the grinding wheel, the cutoff wheel, and cut the kid loose. All right, the kid, excuse me. The kid cut this away with the air hacksaw there, and it seemed to work pretty good. We're trying to keep the grind and dust down, because you get it all over the motorcycles and the cars and the tools and everything, and the hacksaw doesn't kick up a whole lot. But it takes a little longer. But go ahead, buddy. You look like you're doing okay. Just get all that stuff out of the big stuff out of the way, so we see where we're going.
Yep.
Right now, he's just going to cut that panel out of it. All right, go ahead, buddy.
Alright, now I'm going to come back across.
Almost got it.
Yeah.
Let me show these guys that. You snap the tip off of this. Let me zoom in. Snap the tip off of this because it's so close to the inner structure there. You know, that you had to go on an angle, and the long blade just wasn't working. So that's why that snapped off like that.
Almost, buddy.
Put it on an angle. Angle it towards the other way. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Just twist that bitch off. You're getting on my nerves, kid.
Hold up, now I go the other way.
Alright, go ahead. Why don't you go from the top? Go from the top down. The other way. Turn the other way. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ay, ay, ay.
Blade's now too short for this application.
Oh man. Give me that. Holy Christ, I gotta do everything myself. That's pretty tough metal. Cut that. Put your little thing machine there. Put your little machine there. Alright. Get out of the way. Alright, now we still got to cut. I still want to cut this section off here. And then we'll be able to start fitting that panel. Alright, go ahead, buddy.
Right, buddy.
Let me get out of your way. Looks like the kid is just about finished cutting that off there. We just got done lunch. Okay. All right, now we can see what we got to straighten. We got the structure of the car back here. How many unplugged this? There we go. This is the heavy structure of the car, so we're gonna have to pull that out a little bit, and then maybe pull this out and re-tack it. But it doesn't look too bad now. All right, let's try and fit that bitch. All right, what Little Dirtbike is doing now is He's got the air chisel and he's just cutting out the rivets, not the rivets, but the spot welds. Go ahead, buddy. There, I don't know, hold up a second. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but he's being real careful not to, if you can see, just little holes there, that's where the spot welds were.
Yeah.
And what he's doing, he's just, he's being careful not to damage the inside, the inner fender there. Actually, we might have to pull that a little bit, but not much. It's pretty straight, so, all right, buddy, go ahead. Alright, I know some of you guys are saying, oh, you should drill them out and stuff like that. That's more work for us, and we're not looking for work, we're just looking to get this thing on the road again. Alright, keep going, buddy.
Alright, buddy.
So you just about got the panel on the bottom done. Yeah, that replacement panel we have doesn't go all the way down to the lip, so. How about the channel locks just to end it? Looks like he almost has it. There we go.
There you go, buddy.
Alright. Now you just gotta get that little piece on the dog leg.
Yeah.
I don't know how far we're gonna get with this quarter panel because we really gotta take this back wheel off. And it has 4 locking studs on there. And the kid ordered the tool for that, but it ain't gonna be here till Monday, so we'll see. Maybe we'll fit it, maybe we'll hang it and just rivet it on just for looks, and then when you get that piece, maybe we'll then weld it in place. Alright, we still got work to do here.
That's right.